All right. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel as well.
Period. I'm here with my boy Jay. His YouTube channel is Flocko TV. Yeah. And who you here with?
I'm here with Lingdastallion. Tell me information.
All right, y'all. My name is Lingdastallion. Lingda Stallion. Period.
She gonna get the girls right for the little slaves on the hair and all of that.
All that shit, all that. But today's video, we gonna be doing a mukbang on
having COVID.
Yeah, we got COVID this year because we was too lit in the A, but it's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
Went to Atlanta for 4th of July. Had fun out there, partying crazy. Not going in the crib until like 3 in the morning, just out drinking,
smoking hookah,
partying, more drinking. We were just drinking like the whole vacation.
That's a fact. So
the day we leave, we all in the airport together. I think we caught Corona in the airport.
I deadass think it was from the plane. No funny shit, right? Because we was all on the same plane.
All on the same thing and all sitting there right next to each other. And we just, we got sick. And
no funny shit, nobody was sick when we was in the A. It wasn't until we got back. So it had to have been from the plane, or it had to have been from the plane.
Because Mara and them didn't get on our plane, they got on a different plane.
Yeah, Mara and I got, facts. See? And it wasn't just me and Jay. It was one of our other friends too who got on the plane too. So
yeah, she was sick too. And then when we got back, I felt fine though. So we get back, we get tested, I feel fine. Only thing, like the day I got tested, I had a headache. So they was like, oh, you probably got a headache from, because they put the thing so far up your nose. Yeah. So I was like, oh, maybe I got a headache from that.
You went to Albany? Yeah, me too. No, I didn't even go to Albany, y'all. We came back on Monday, right?
Monday.
Tuesday, I was straight. I was good or whatever. Wednesday, I had to work. I went to work. I was so hot, like, I don't even, like, my temp was up or some shit, like, but I was good, but I was just hot. So I go to work and I get through the shift or whatever. At the end of the shift, I take my fucking temp. My temperature's at 101.5.
They sent you home right away.
I didn't even tell them. I didn't even tell them because I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm like, nah, like, maybe it's just because, you know, change of environment. We was just in the, it was hot down there.
We get back, it was hot.
Yeah. So, the next day, we had to get tested once a week at my job. So I go get tested and they like, but mind you, I had to get tested before I had to work, right? So I did, and I didn't have it. It wasn't until my temp went up and I got tested again that Friday. And it was like, oh, you came back positive. I left work, they made me come back and get another test because they said it could have been a false positive or some shit like that. So I left work and I came back and got it again and got the test again. Them niggas gonna tell me I got coronavirus. I was scared.
But nah, it's crazy because I got tested. I was good. So I was in the crib when they called me. So the lady's like, yeah, you know why we calling you. Now, matter of fact, I got the email first. The email was like, positive, So I was like, positive? What you mean positive?
Right.
So when I got the email, I'm like, damn, I was mad scared. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just scrolling through my phone thinking the results is gonna change, refreshing the inbox, clicking and everything. So the email said positive. I called the people on the phone.
Right.
I'm like, I need to get my test results. I can't get into the thing. I started dragging it. They like, the results came back. We can't tell you what they are. But I'm like, so if y'all give me, are the results accurate? Like, do I have it for sure?
Right.
She was like, yeah, they're 99.9, blah, blah, blah. So I got instantly tight.
Yeah.
I'm arguing with the lady on the phone. I just hung up on her. So now I call our other friend. I'm like, you got your results back? She's like, no. She's like, did you? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I don't got nothing. Lying. So now I'm just sitting there just in silence, TV off, everything. I'm just sitting there.
I gotta think about life right now.
I'm like, what am I about to do? So I called my mom. I'm like, Mom. She like, well, I'm like, I got corona. She like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm sick. Like, and she's like, well, you know, you can't go to work. You gotta tell everybody who you've been around and everything like that.
That's a fact. But crazy thing is, when I found out I got it, I didn't even know y'all had it. I went when I called the lady. She's like, you know what's crazy? When the Department of Health called me, she was like, what flight were you on? And she was making me like give her my flight number and all of that. And I'm like, I'm getting scared now. I'm like, shit, what you mean what flight I was on? I'm like, what was on the flight? Like, and she was like,
she wanted all your information. I'm like, I'm not telling you who I was with. Mind you, she got the information already. She knows exactly who I sat next to.
Yup.
I'm like, oh wow.
Yup. And she's still like, what were you in Atlanta for? Who were you with? Did you travel with those people? I was like, first of all, the people that you're talking about that got it, I didn't even stay with them in Atlanta. So what are you talking about? Like,
and they was breaking mad hip, but they was giving out people names, all of that.
Bro, that's how I found out about you and Kiari.
I was like, wow. She was just giving everybody names. I was like, you're not supposed to do that.
Definitely violated him. I should report her ass. And she kept calling me at 8 o'clock in the morning every day.
Every day.
Every day, Jay. I was pissed. Like,
so when they was calling, I'm like, what? Like, what? Why you keep calling my phone? She's like, I'm just doing a wellness check, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, I get it. But at the same time, stop calling me. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more. I can't go outside, stop calling me. So she's like, oh, well, we supposed to call you. I'm like, okay, I get it. So, you know, calling later in the afternoon.
Okay.
And they kept calling in the morning. So I'm like, you call me again, I'm not answering the phone. It's clipped, I'm done. She was like, no, if you do that, we're gonna send the cops there. Like, blah, blah, blah. She was like, you can go to jail. I was like, they're not gonna arrest me with COVID. They don't want to touch me. And that lady was bugging me.
No, I'm good. My caseworker was bad. She called me, talking about, do I have a thermometer? Mind you, I took mad thermometers from my job because I swore up and down like this shit was wrong. Like, this shit was wrong. So I'm like, no. But the crazy thing is, my temp started going down. After I tested positive, my temp started going down. I only had like a high temp for like 3 days. Then it went away and I was straight. And that's why I was tight, because I was good in the house. Like, I was feeling okay and I was in the house still. And I'm like, nah, fuck out of here. Like, I don't
So the only symptom you had was the temp?
High temp.
See, I didn't even have that.
Bro, I
didn't have no high temp, no nothing. Like I said, the first day I got tested, I was good. And then the next day I had a headache, mad bad. But like I said, my mother said maybe it's because they put the thing up your nose and you got headaches. So I'm like, all right. That night, yo, no funny. I went to sleep fine. Woke up in the middle of the night like 3 times. My sheets was wet. I changed my sheets 3 times that night. Yeah,
exactly. Me
I had
too.
changed my sheets 3 times in one night. So after that, I'm like I might really have it, but I don't even have the results at this point yet. So when she called with the results 2 days later, still swear that night and everything. When I got the results, I'm like, all right, I kind of fake knew I had it, but I still didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
No funny shit. I also had like a stuffy nose and shit like that, but like I said, I thought it was
from Atlanta.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah. So then I get on YouTube and I'm watching Kyra Amanika or whatever. She's reading off her symptoms. You know when people tell her their symptoms and you relate, you like, oh shit.
I got it. Yeah, you like panicking OD.
So I'm watching her video and I'm like, oh my god, like I got a stuffy nose, like it's like I don't have trouble breathing and shit, but I'm like, I be hot, like I'm hot as hell, like, and then it, like you said, in the middle of the night, like it was hot as hell. Like I'm like, yo, I didn't sleep with no covers, no nothing. I had the AC going, like that shit was crazy. Like I never been that hot before. That shit was beyond me.
And it's just crazy because like I dead ass sweated out 3 pairs of sheets in one night. So I'm like, yo, like, am I sick from just flying regular? Because you know how when you fly, sometimes you get sick after and all
Changing climate,
yeah. Come on, I just got a little cold or whatever. But then once the lady said it, I was like, damn. And then it's even more crazy because when the lady had told us, y'all, she confirmed, you know, you got it, whatever, boom. And then she started investigating to see who was on our flight, who did we talk to, who did we stay with. Mind you, the lady knows everybody's name who was in Atlanta. I'm like, I don't know these people. I don't know this person. And she was like, well, you sat next to them on both flights. How don't you know them? I'm like, lady, I don't know these people. Stop calling my phone talking crazy like I don't know these people. Click.
That's a fact.
So she keep calling. So I'm like, all right. And then everybody else who we got tested, who I got tested with, they was calling me like, the ladies calling us from the health department trying to figure out like, I was like, yeah, like I didn't tell her no names or nothing because I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But she was the one breaking HIPAA. She was telling us everybody's name, just telling us everything crazy. And then when they posted it in the newspaper, they was like 3 people on flight such and such have corona. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, nobody I thought knows us.
Right. Everybody knows us.
People text me, like, ding, ding, ding. Yo, you got corona, yo? It was like a 27-year-old man. I'm like, bro, that's not me. I'm 26. 27, like, I'm just like, nah, that's not me. And everybody like, yo, bro, that is you. You was in Atlanta on this time. I'm like, damn. But it's crazy. And it could have been anybody because the whole 518 was in Atlanta for 4th of July.
No funny shit because mommy texted me and she said, bro, you got COVID?
So fat.
I said, what? I didn't tell nobody. The only person I told was me and Kiara was talking. And she was like, yeah, me and Jay got it too or whatever. But I'm like, no, like, when she texted me, I said, how the hell do you know? She was like, I seen the article on Facebook, but I didn't even see the article. I'm like, yo, like.
But the article didn't even say no names though. So that's what was even more like, people must have really been studying who went to Atlanta because they really knew.
And then it was Rensselaer County. Albany County got a whole different thing going on. So I guess it was like, we was kind of the main people from Troy, like from Rensselaer. Yeah. But still, like, that's too much. Yeah, too much in my business. Because I felt embarrassed. I'm like, because then that's when they had to
call me. I'm like, once my phone started ringing away, then I
felt so embarrassed.
I'm like, nah, that's not even funny. I ain't like that at all.
Yeah.
So it's just blowing up. But then people inbox me like, bro, you good? You need anything? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm perfectly fine. I don't have COVID.
Yeah.
I'm good. But in all reality, that ass did.
I was so fucking depressed because I did not want to stay in the house. I was tight, like, so I didn't even know who after a while I started taking advantage. Everybody was like, you need something? Yeah, go to the store. Yeah, I need this, I need that. Because I was just depressed. Then our friends had a party. That's when Quee and had a party for their birthday.
They did?
Yes, and I couldn't go because Kiara was like, oh, you gonna have to wear a mask. And I was like, fuck out of here. Like, I was just so mad. Like,
I was in the house. When I was in the house, I was depressed too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because all our friends was out having fun. And we just like.
Mind you, it's summertime.
Yeah.
And you gotta just sit in the house and literally watch TV.
And this was the beginning of July.
You gotta watch
like the start of summer
over and over and over. And I was just sitting there. And what made it even more worse is at the crib I lived in at the time, it had central air. So the last 2 days I had to be in the crib, the central air wasn't even working. So I'm in the crib just sweating crazy.
Damn. See?
I was pissed.
See? That's a fact.
And then we had 2 people. The lady who called us every day was from the Rensselaer County Health Department. So me and my other friend, she was calling us every day, But the last 2 days, like the last 4 days, they did some crazy stuff. The Albany Health Department started calling us. So we like, what? Like, what are y'all telling us? Right. So now they giving us 2 different dates. So I'm like, oh, all right.
Oh, to be released? They never released me.
Yo, they gave us 2 different dates to be released. So we following the one we were supposed to, and then the other health department called with an earlier release date. So of course I'm gonna go with the earlier release date. I'm not sitting outside no longer, no nothing. So I'm like, I bet we out. So the lady from the other health department, she's calling, are you guys in the house? Blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, the whole time I'm at Walmart shopping, doing everything.
Hello?
Everything at Walmart. But it was crazy because I wasn't symptomatic or nothing, I'm telling y'all.
But that's what I'm saying. When I actually felt better and I didn't feel like nothing was wrong, I know I probably was still contagious, but I still wore a mask and shit like outside. But I could not stay in the house no more. Like, he already was texting me like, what you doing? I'm like, bro, I'm outside. Like, no funny shit.
It was mad boring. You just sit in the house and do nothing. You just wait for their call.
No, like.
And they're like, if you need anything, call, speak to somebody in their house, you bring food.
Yeah. I don't want you to even know. I don't even want you pulling up here. The lady came there once, and whenever she called, that's the fact, because I stayed with my mom. So when I wasn't answering the phone, they was calling my mom. Oh, listen to this. So like I said, I stayed with my mom. My my room is upstairs, my brother's room upstairs, my mom downstairs. So I had to quarantine. I couldn't leave my room. I had to use the bathroom upstairs and shit, all that. My brother gets coronavirus too. No funny shit. He's pissed off. He mad at me because he like, you gave it to me. I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Because I was fine. Like, by the time he got it, I was straight. Like, and the lady made my mom and my brother go get tested because we all stay in the same house. My mother never got it, but my brother got it. And that shit was crazy because he wanted to fight me and shit. He was just tight, but it wasn't my fault. But when did you test negative?
I never did. I never tested negative. The lady was like, all right, you good, you go outside, boom. So I'm like, all right, do I gotta bring like a negative result back to work, blah, blah, blah. She was like, no, you're fine. We'll send the information to your job. So I'm like, all right.
Y'all lucky.
I go to work. They're like, yeah, we got the paperwork, boom. But then some places was really like, we need your negative results.
My job, I couldn't go back to work.
But then the health department lady was like, it's pointless because the COVID stays in your system for up to 3 months, she said. So I'm like, what?
Literally.
So I'm like, oh, I don't need none. But most places are like, nah, you gotta have that before you can even do a lot of stuff.
My job did not let me come back until my test said negative. Mind you, I tested positive on July 10th. I did not go back to work till September. I just went back to work in September. Like, bro.
Chilling.
I was running up the government. Hello.
It's a fact.
And my job was still paying me every 2 weeks because they had to because I had COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was beyond me. That was beyond me. I don't know. I'm just glad that.
But then, like, you know what's crazy though? Like a lot of the people were saying too. Oh, we probably had it before we went down to Atlanta. But that don't make no sense because I'm like, if we had it before we went down, our whole group would have been affected. The way we was smoking, drinking
on the same shit.
Yeah, so I'm saying like our whole group would have had it.
That's a fact.
And then I'm just like, we came back and we got tested like immediately. So they usually say, oh, it takes 14 days to show up in your system. That wasn't no 14 days. We came back and literally tested positive in 2 days. So that's why I don't really understand this whole thing because
don't nobody understand. They didn't even know what the hell they was talking about.
And then it's even more crazy when we got tested. They said the testing group that we got tested had so many false positive results. So I'm like, what? But I didn't mind. I sat home and got paid for it, but I still would have been. I would have loved to go outside, but I had to sit in the crib. It looked stupid.
Because at first I was scared, like I'm not gonna go outside because they're gonna come to my house and they're gonna see that I'm not home.
You're not home.
But after a while, I was just like, I don't even care anymore. I'm outside. When I seen Jay after baby shower,
I'm good outside. I'm not sitting in the crib no more. It's whack.
Nigga said we the only two people want to go.
Exactly. They're sitting there and we just looking at each other laughing. Damn.
We wasn't contagious no more though. It's only like after the 2 weeks.
Yeah, you good. You can go outside and do whatever.
And that was after the 2
and
weeks.
You just imagine having to stay in the house for 2 weeks, my nigga. 2 whole weeks, you just sitting there
literally
with nothing to do. You can't go outside, nothing.
Can't go to the store.
And then the lady's like, yeah, try not to open your windows. I'm like, what?
Fuck you. I need fresh air.
She's like, yeah, try not to open your windows, blah, blah, blah.
And that's what they're trying to say is airborne.
Yeah.
But it's dead ass not. Like, we had to have touched something or touched, like...
something in order for us to get that.
Or that dirty ass plane, and guess I'm blaming Delta because that's when we flew. Yeah. Wasn't we even delayed?
Now we flew American, didn't we?
American, probably.
I think it was American. I don't know. Whatever we flew, it was dirty because we flew.
Yeah, because they didn't clean the plane, and I'm blaming the plane. No fun. I'm blaming the plane company because that's so fucked up. I was so hurt. Like
I was sitting there stressed. I was pissed.
I was like, yo, this is not real. Like this is not real.
And I'm thinking like, damn, I really got COVID. But the only thing was though, like I said, I was sweating. And then when I tried to smoke, I couldn't breathe. That was it. I tried to do that too. I was in the crib smoking. I'm like, no funny shit. I had to put that down real quick. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't breathe.
I ain't gonna lie. I did try to smoke too, but You right.
And
That
it
shit
worked,
was
right?
hitting different.
Yeah,
Like
it was-
that
it
shit
was
was hitting
killing
different. I'm like, wait a minute.
So I'm like, yo,
Something might really be
now?
wrong. Something might really be wrong. But that's even when I was feeling good and I still tried to smoke. It was just like,
It's not for you right now.
yeah, something not right. Like something not right. I don't feel.
That shit was crazy. But
That's a whole bad.
and people be like, oh, my symptoms is mad bad. Like I'm thankful for the symptoms I had though, because
That's what I said.
there was really no symptoms.
Because
at
it was
all.
people dying from that shit, and I was
That's what
scared.
made me even more scared though. Once everybody was dying.
I'm like, nah, and then there's no help we can get here. What the fuck's Samaritan Hospital gonna do for me? What is only that gonna do for me?
That's why I was even more scared. I'm like, damn, and they ain't got nothing here for us to really do nothing.
Then the lady was like, don't go to the hospital unless you can't breathe. And I was like, ain't that gonna be a little too late?
If you can't breathe, what am I going to the hospital for?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little too late if I can't breathe. Like,
And then one lady, she was like, 911 responders probably won't even respond to you. I'm like,
That's
what do you
fucked
mean?
up.
Yeah, she was like, the 911 dispatchers probably aren't even going to respond if you call with the life-threatening emergency like that. I was like,
they
what do
supposed
you-
to.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just supposed to just sit here? That shit was crazy though.
Yeah, that was beyond me. Oh, wait, we didn't even tell them what we ate.
Too late now.
It sure
That shit's
is.
done.
Period. But alright, y'all, so that's the end of our video. I hope y'all enjoyed our little experience,
Our COVID experience.
our COVID experience. And if you had the same experience, comment below, let us know.
Yeah, drop a comment below and let us know, like, your symptoms if you had it, or anybody you know who had it, or
Right.
somebody close to you, something like
That's
that.
a fact.
It don't matter.
And stuff we could do to get better. Well, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed our video.
It was
And
something to do, something to talk about.
something. And we gonna do another one, but we don't know.
Now, yeah, we gotta do another video. We ain't got nothing planned though.
Yeah,
But
that's
for
right.
my channel, I'm definitely about to start dropping vlogs for you. I got a couple
Thank you.
things lined up.
Exactly.
I got things to do. The month of November and December.
Oh yeah, we doing Vlogmas.
Yeah, I'm gonna participate in Vlogmas this year. And I'm gonna run it up for y'all.
Period.
That's all I could do.
That's a fact. So like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned to the next video.